Nick from Scope Training, and firstly I'd like to dedicate this video to Melissa Mercer. Without her providing me with this awesome pink pen, this video could not be possible. So thank you, Mel, for this glorious pink pen, and I will use it during this video. So we're going to go through the 10 commandments for project management. Number 1, involve people early. So involve people early. That's commandment number 1. A lot of projects experience issues during the stage of the project, and they tend to blame the people. So I'm running my project nice and happily, all good, all good, all good. Then all of a sudden, stakeholders start getting involved, and they're like, crazy, crazy, disruption, all this stuff. Why are they annoying me? In retrospect, it's because I didn't involve them here. I didn't make them part of the solution. I didn't integrate their needs. I didn't communicate to them what we were doing. So yeah, when it comes to here, they are going to get angry at us. To get around that, involve people early. Commandment number 2. Beautiful. You are not the smartest person in the room. Even if you are the smartest person in the room, don't take that attitude. A lot of projects fail because project managers are the technical experts. And as a result, they go through and they plan their project by themselves. They go, oh, yep, so I'm the boss, I'm the director, I know what's going on, I've got X amount of years experience, I'll get my team to do all of this, okay team, go. That attitude prevents people here having other thoughts. They might say, look, we've got another way to run this. Can we do it this way? So by thinking you're the smartest person in the room, often you don't consult. Think you're the dumbest person in the room. Think that you want to get the information from these people to make your project better. By involving those people, by involving them early especially, you're making them part of the project. And it goes a long way to empowering your project team. Number 3, you're a project manager. By definition, you're there to manage a project. And there's a difference between managing a project and managing the stuff down here, the work. So I do take into consideration some smaller projects. You'll be the only one doing the work and managing the projects. I get it. But often there is a tendency for project managers to micromanage the work and effectively to say, look, move aside, I can do it better, and go away. So as a project manager, manage the project, not the work. And that's an important one. Otherwise, what use are your team? They'll feel like they're not being valued. They'll feel they're being micromanaged. They'll make their own issues. They'll make their own conflicts. And all of a sudden, your life is going to be very, very bad. Number 4. Right. So let's consider our egos. So I'm the project manager, and I want to be the best. I want everyone to look up to me and say, geez, Nick is awesome. He is the best. So I'm going to make project commandment number 4 to get a great team. And a lot of people, they put themselves first. They say, well, I'll get some people who are inferior to me and they'll look up to me. They're not going to take my job or challenge me because they are not as good as me. Dumb idea. Get people who are better than you. Get a team of experts who basically don't need you. They can do all the work. They're great. And your life will become easier. So get away from the thing of saying they're trying to steal my job. Let them take your job. All right? It will actually make you be a better project manager. So get a great team. Here's my number 4 commandment. Number 5. We all love acronyms. We all love industry words. We like things that make us seem intelligent, right? So we're going to use lots of them to confuse people, to complicate the simple, to do all these crazy things. I don't know your industry specifically, but project management is a profession. Geez, acronym crazy, buzzword crazy. So number 5 is don't use that. Use simple words that people can spell. Use simple words to get your point across. So take out the buzzwords, take out the acronyms. Commandment number 5, thou shalt use simple words. Thou is probably not a simple word, but you get it. Number 6, and I'm going to make sure I write number 6 down, because number 6 is actually get things in writing. I should write more about this because it's so important. The majority of our issues are often caused by us taking a shortcut, not writing things down. Changes is a massive one, but even things we agree to in a contract, get it in writing. All right? Commitment number 6, get stuff in writing. And number 7, I'm going to say is, just made a big mess here, communicate as much as you can. Okay? No one likes the information vacuum, which is just like nothing's being said. Often that creates a climate of suspicion when people are like, the project manager's not saying anything, bad stuff must be happening. So by communicating regular intervals, by letting people know the status of the project, it actually makes your life easier because you can be proactive with this. You can plan when your communication is, and you can say what you want and make a decision. When you don't communicate, issues fester and people will start hassling you saying, how's this project going? What's going on? And you're like, not too busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. So if you communicate when you're not busy, you're taking control of that aspect. I'm not going to lie, I make a lot of mistakes. Even spelling the word simple was a challenge for me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my mistakes. Sure, I look silly for a while, but who cares? What I do by sharing my mistakes is I prevent other people making similar mistakes. So it actually makes my project team, my culture better. Often the culture is, look, hide the mistakes, no one will know about it, it won't affect you. That's a bad culture because someone else will repeat that mistake and lose money, lose time, and so on. So by sharing your mistakes, you're actually fostering a better culture as a project manager, and the organisation maturity is actually increasing substantially. So share your mistakes. Make it okay for people to make mistakes as long as they communicate them. 9, and I had to put an element of scope in here. So define scope early. So early scope definition is linked to project success. The quicker we can define our scope of works, especially in this stage, the sooner people are on the same page, the sooner we can get on with our project, often the less rework. So have early scope definition. You'll see the cost of change is actually going to be substantially less when we make changes or decisions early. So do it early. Don't just say, look, we'll just wing it and make it up along the way. Fail. And number 10, and I'm going to use pink for this because I think it's super important. Understand and communicate the reason why. This for me is probably my most important aspect of project management. Communicate to people, why are we doing this project? If you can't answer that question, go back to the drawing board and get that answer before you go forward. Because if you can't say to people, we're doing this project because, I don't think it's needed. So make sure you can understand and clearly communicate the rationale why you're doing the project. So they're my 10 project management commandments. Involve people, especially your stakeholders, early. Don't be the smartest person in the room, or don't have that attitude. Manage the project, not the actual work, not the task. Get a team that's superior to you. Use simple language. Get everything in writing. I don't know what I drew here, but it's communicate often. Share your mistakes. Define your scope early. Communicate the why.